please.
What, a real one or a...
Oh, if you're making a real one.
Are you making a real one?
Yeah.
I was trying to tempt.
But I won't make two big, make two
Two
small
smaller
ones.
ones. That's fine.
Yeah, otherwise.
You might want a big one.
That's right when I'm in my Japanese meditation phase. But
I get you. Oh, I get you. Oh shoot! My one eats half a tranche. I'll give her the other half.
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
that all right?
Yep.
Well, she gobbles it up. She loves it.
Alright.
Otherwise,
I'll
it's
just
right.
be a minute. I've just got someone on. That's alright.
Lucky to come in dancing and singing.
we're going to be on tenterhooks. They call us hook to the wall.
Maybe say hello because I can't see who's there. It's funny sometimes this platform it shows it someone's on there. I can see that you're there. So this is a Q&A session. Also. Q&A. What questions do you have around awakening or ascension or anything like that? Post in the comments. I'll be happy to answer what I can for you. That's it. And this is also just a little bit about how I got into this business of being an awakening coach, because I've been awakening now for 5 years, and it started with a bang when I came into recovery 2014. That following year things started to open up for me. So I had been experiencing a true dark night of the soul for many years. Nothing would go right. I was deeply unhappy, and it just couldn't have gotten any worse, to be honest. Like, you know, I was a junkie, I was homeless, I had lost my children, my home, my house, my car, my everything. And this went on for years until one day I decided, wow, I'm just an empty vessel. I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Oh no. So I just realised, can you hear me, whoever's on? I just realised I was talking and this was plugged in. Oh my gosh. So I'll start again. That's okay. It's only been a couple of minutes. This is a Q&A for you guys. Any questions around awakening, ascension, anything like that, and just a little bit about how I got into being an awakening mentor. And for me, it started in 2015. I had just come into recovery, and it's like all of this space opened up for me. I could colors were more vibrant, and hopefully you can hear me. There's a couple of people hopping on and off. So I came into recovery. Oh, thank you, Donna. Came into recovery. I put the drugs down. I put alcohol down, and like I said, things just changed exponentially. Once I had made that decision to change, I was totally backed and supported by the universe. And this is a journey I went on completely alone. I know how lonely this journey can feel, especially the dark night of the soul. It can feel like there is never going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm here to tell you that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, because light wins over the dark. Every time, hands down, okay? And if this is an area you're struggling with at the moment, you know, this is what this group is for. Yes, I offer my services, but this is also it's a free supportive group for you guys who are possibly experiencing the dark night of the soul, deep depression, anxiety, feeling like there's just going to be no end to this. But there is an end, and that's what we're all here for as a collective, experiencing this as a collective together. And I just want to tell you that when you make the decision to rise, to change, to transform, you will be backed by the universe. Some way this happens. I've seen it happen every time. You make the decision to say yes to yourself and your soul, and the universe supports you. Your guides support you. Even if you can't see them and you're doubting your connection with them, they are there. But the law of free will states that we need to ask for their support for them to come in and support us. And this can be subtle to start with. It might be a way of you put something out there and then someone speaks that exact thing that you needed to know, or you might read an excerpt in a book that was just what you needed to see at that moment. You might hear songs that deeply resonate with a message that you were longing for. So I'm here to answer any questions for you guys today around the awakening process, around ascension, and just to let you know how I came into being an awakening mentor. Because like I said, I was in the dark night of the soul. I was destitute, I was homeless, I was a junkie, I had lost my children, my whole entire family. Came into recovery, and that following year just opened up so big for me. And at the time I thought I was going to go back to nursing. I had a bachelor's degree in midwifery, and I thought that would make my life whole and complete, but it didn't. It wasn't what my soul wanted. It wasn't what I came here to do. I came here to help others awaken on this journey, and now is such a pivotal time in human history to really use these energies that are being sent down to us at the moment to continue our awakening journey. And look, not everyone is going to awaken in this lifetime, and that's okay. Those that don't, they may feel sluggish, they may feel sickly, they may choose to exit the planet. And that's another thing I like to talk about a lot, is that there are no accidents, and that includes death. That we all choose before we even come here, probably 2 or 3 exit points for this lifetime, because we're in the matrix. It's, you know, so many things that we're experiencing in this life, it's all an illusion. Death, pain and suffering, it's all an illusion. And when we can wake up from that dream, life becomes so much easier. Okay, if you have any questions around that, please post them in the comments. Hi Donna, thanks for being here. So yeah, when I came into recovery, I got my nursing registration back, and then realised this is just, something doesn't feel right about this. And I'd wanted to be a nurse since I was a little girl, but at the heart of that, it was wanting to help others. So I came into recovery. Oh, thank you, darling. I came into recovery, and the nudges were there. It's like there's something deeper here. I was being called into service, and it wasn't until 2016 when I found healing modalities, the crystal, everything. I was following Doreen Virtue a lot. Still love her, even though she's not. Thank you very much. Even though she has changed her mind about how she wants to present herself to the world, that's fine. She was a big part of my awakening journey, a huge part. I did all her courses, I read all her books, along with a lot of other people in that field, and that all really helped me to awaken to the truth of this school of life being an illusion, and awaken to the fact that death isn't even a real, it's not really death. That ETs are among us. A lot of my guides are star people and ETs. There's one I'm working on connecting with at the moment, who I don't even know what star race she is from. Also, one of my guides is a hairy man, what we would call here as Bigfoot, but they're not actually physical Bigfoot beings. They are star people, extraterrestrials, and their mission is to be here to just really help us as humanity spread that unconditional love. They're keepers of the light, really beautiful, beautiful beings. Pardon me, my dad just made me a real coffee. so yeah, the calling was there for me, and I decided, okay, there's got to be something in this healing journey. I've got to help people, and I can't just do that in a hospital on a ward under a manager's supervision. And it was actually when I put down cigarettes 2 years ago. I think my pineal gland just went boom, and my guides went, yay, now we can download more information to you. And I was completely guided to just start this business. I had no idea how to run a business. Still learning after 2 years. It's not my expertise, but my expertise is in helping and mentoring, in facilitating sacred spaces, beautiful meditations and journeys. We do a lot of that in Ascension School. We actually did a gorgeous Lemurian inner earth connection journey the other day. It was really beautiful, and some light language came through, and yeah, it was gorgeous. So yeah, it's been a journey over the last few years, just awakening and awakening, because it's a journey. We don't just wake up and that's it. But after that initial awakening, it just keeps going, and the layers keep unfolding, and it's all just so magical. It really is. So I'm just here to show you from my personal experience that we don't have to be stuck in this rut of what we think a 3D life is, and everything's shit and nothing's going to get better, because that's not true. A lot of the time this takes the initial choice, the decision to rise into your full potential and your purpose and make the changes. And when you do that, you will be fully supported. You really will be. Like I said, I know it can feel like a lonely journey, but this is why we have so many spiritual groups on the internet now, because we can connect as a collective, and we are connected anyway on a soul level.